This is Agricultural Research Council of Nigerian Television. My name is Joshua Ishao, welcoming you to Special Reports. Today on Special Reports, the Vice Chancellor of Ibrahim Badamasi University Lapai, Professor Abu Qasim, and the Senate Committee of the institution recently paid a courtesy visit to the Executive Secretary of Agricultural Research Council of Nigeria, Professor Hamud Garbashar, and his management team. The focal point of the visit was hinged on the proposal for the establishment of a Center of Excellence for Development and Industrialization of African Indigenous Food. The Ibrahim Badamasi Babangida University is proposing to establish a Center of Excellence that will undertake research and development efforts in areas of raw material, biotechnology, breeding and domestication, food processing, and optimization, product standardization, packaging, and distribution. To achieve all of this, the Ibrahim Badamasi Babangida University hence the need to partner with the Agricultural Research Council of Nigeria to actualize these Hercules objective.
Council of Nigeria, directors, other departments, EA, principal officers, professors, HODs, members of the press, let me say good morning. Good morning. Let me on behalf of Council, Senate, Management, Student of University, most warmly thank the Executive Secretary and your team for giving us this opportunity for a courtesy call to this very important research council. Let me also congratulate the ES and your team for the appointment of the new ministers. And more especially, one of them is your staff here, meaning Agricultural Research Center now will have a lot to benefit from this. And that will also trickle down to Agri University.
Yeah, because it's your show.
Let me also commend the ES for coordinating all the research institutes across the country, and that's our complete productivity, and that goes along to enhance the economic growth of this country. I think you deserve a round of applause. The Executive Secretary will recall that we have earlier seen a proposal in our interest to establish a Center of Excellence for the development and for industrialization of African indigenous foods. And this courtesy call is for us to interact, discuss, and see the way and manner which we are going to look at the proposal we earlier submitted. As the ES said, IBB University was established in 2005 with a lot of skepticism, doubt, but glory be to God. Right now, we are among the fastest growing state universities in the country. IBB University has a national and global vision, and our research strategy commits us to address national development challenges. And when those are the goal, we promote economic growth and well-being of the citizens. One of the objectives of the university is to encourage and promote scholarship and conduct research in all fields of learning and human endeavor, and to relate these activities to serve economic needs of our nation and global community at large. Our vision is to be a world-class center of excellence, driven by people, partnership, and technology. And our mission, we are committed to producing world-class graduate for program, excellent quality research, teaching, community service. As of 2023, the student population is well over 15,000. Plus, we had both UG and PG. We have 43 postgraduate programs from MSc, PhD, and the rest. And we also have what we call the e-learning or online programs that is currently ongoing. Among these programs, we have the Faculty of Agriculture, Food Science and Technology, Biochemistry, Microbiology, which are going to be central to our proposal of excellence. In view of the multifaceted development challenges of hunger, poverty, and violence confronting Africa and many low and medium income countries of the world, IBB University have proposed to establish a center of excellence that will focus on the development, industrialization, and marketing of African indigenous food in close collaboration with international development partners, research organizations, food industries, having similar objectives. Increased research and development efforts is valuable tool in fostering sustainable development in terms of increased food options, availability, reduced food losses, increased nutritional adequacy, timely recovery from food shocks, and helping eradicate extreme poverty and healing hunger. I'm sure we'll all be surprised to see China marketing kulikuli for us. They're already marketing from the yam and the kara. So I thought ours and the main owner were supposed to be leading in that direction because that will increase the productivity, enhance economic growth, and also reduce poverty. Because by the time you have the value chain, everybody will benefit. For this reason, IBB University is proposing a center of excellence that will undertake research and development effort in the area of raw materials diversification, whereby technology, breeding, and domestication programs, and food processing automation and product standardization, packaging and distribution via appropriate technologies, which will all be powered via renewable energy. In all this, IBB University wishes to partner with the Arcn organization that realize these all important objectives. And in proposing this partnership, we envisage funding, material, and personal support from the Agricultural Research Center in Nigeria. And this support will come as a one-time investment and MOU for the regulated interventions. We're expecting to obtain partnership with one or two other agencies, but Agricultural Research Center of Nigeria's Council stand as a strong pillar in our proposal. IBB as the initiator will provide initial infrastructure, laboratories, buildings, and the rest. All the partners will agree on research and development teams in Africa, indigenous food, and ethical cooperation. We have the plans to agree on the setting of bilateral technical committees to work on the detailed modalities. I'm sure most of the technical team are here. We can interact to see what will be the modus operandi of establishing this or for the support that's coming from the Agricultural Research Council of Nigeria. We have experience in Center of Excellence Management. Presently, we have Dr. Mekanti Baru, Medical Research Center in Business Studies, and the professorial chair is here. Professor Bade is one man in the chair, and that is in close collaboration with Nigerian National Proposal Company Limited. We are also collaborating with the Raw Materials Research and Development Council on shea butter value chain, as well as on insect for food. We also collaborating with Harbour Police Investment Nigeria Limited on the exploration and development of high-value mineral deposits. We have over 7 high-impact projects won on competitive basis from TEFON on National Research Fund. And currently, we are the leading team on the consortium called the International Development Research Center, Canada-funded Connected Learning Future Capacity Development STEM, that involving India, Tanzania, Bhutan, and Nigeria. Presently, IBB University is the leading team in that research. Recently, some of our team were in India, they were in Tanzania, and Bhutan to coordinate this particular activities. We have also won grant from Royal Engineering Academy for studies in artificial intelligence, and few more others. So, yes, sir. I think we've been managing many, we've been collaborating, and most of our researchers, especially the young ones, are doing as well. Recently, Dr. Ozuni Maja won another award, was $550,000 that will also assist in the training of some of our younger ones. We are strongly looking forward to partner with the Agricultural Research Council of Nigeria. And this not let me once again sincerely thank the Executive Secretary and all your able team. I can see very strong team here and other members that are here for giving us the opportunity to come for this particular. And I'm sure this will give me a very good relationship that's going to flourish and it's going to be beneficial both to the Research Council of Nigeria and IBB University. As we mentioned, we are growing. Currently, we are doing additional courses. Of this, we have commenced medicine. Law is on board, and then pharmacy is in the front line. So within the period, we are hoping to add additional 3 professional courses in addition to about 7 existing faculties in the university. Once again, the Executive Secretary, we thank you most sincerely and your team for this warm reception we received along with my team for this strategic goal to deliberate on the proposal ELA submitted for the establishment of this Center of Excellence.
The Executive Secretary of Agricultural Research Council of Nigeria thanked the management team of the institution and showed the readiness of the council to support the institution in all ramifications to aid in actualizing the proposal for the establishment of the Center of Excellence for the Development and Industrialization of African Indigenous Food.
Let me assure you that we received you with delight. Also tell you that we were very quick to respond to your letter because we felt that you recognize our role and you recognize our potential with a view to developing not only the university but at least the nation at large. This letter we received, even though it was written on the 31st of July, we received it in August, and I think immediately on the 15th. And immediately I just communicated it to the Director of Planning, Research and Statistics. I said, here you are, I received a letter from a home front. Maybe that was responsible for the dispatch nature. Ordinarily, we are supposed to go in there right ahead. But what we did was we had to study the proposal in order to see whether it felt in line with our guiding rules, which I will share with you. I'll give you a copy so that you'll be able to see the scope of our operation. In fact, I have specifically underlined some aspects because for you to discuss and collaborate with people, you must use a vehicle. And the good thing there is that we have in place a law, and when we go through that law, you will find out that it has empowered us to collaborate, together with any willing institution. Number one, our major function is to advise the federal government on national policies and priorities in agricultural research. And this does not limit to only the state, the federal, or the local government. It's diverse right into the private sector. That is the provision of our law. The understanding there is that for anything that has to do with agricultural research, training and extension in this country, Agricultural Research Institute must be able to make its own input. The second aspect is to ensure the implementation of approved master plan by agricultural research institutes, universities, and other bodies. This is the provision of the law. So, we are not to reject, we are not to initiate, but we are supposed to actually ensure the implementation of your proposal. So you can see the language there is, whether we like it or not, you have a program in place. Our own responsibility is to ensure that it is implemented. So the issue of rejection does not even arise. I'm quoting directly from the law. Now, one other important aspect says, when we go out on budgetary issues, we will direct our own research institute which we have established. But when we go out to seek for funds and receive grant. He said we should receive grants for allocation to institutes for the implementation of the annual program and to universities and other such bodies. Now, I'm reading that because we should be able to be very, very confident, in whatever decision we have arrived here, that whatever we are doing is backed by law. In fact, it has gone further to dictate the fact that we must take special interest in having linkages with national and international. So whichever way you want to coin it, we are already committed by law into having that understanding together with you. But let me say this very seriously. Initiatives on agricultural research has always been a white man's issue. They design their project, they bring it to us, they ask us to implement it. And because we are in a hurry and desperate to receive the crumbs that are coming, we implement it the way they are. And that's why we are changing the face of this council in order to make sure that we prepare suggestions that are coming from the local content so that we know that we are facing our issues directly. I've just finished discussing with one of our consultants who has been a World Bank consultant on issues that have to do with agricultural research. And we are speaking specifically about one program that is being implemented in order to solve the livestock problem in this country. They brought the proposal to us, we received it, and right into the proposal, they were telling us who should be the person that is the approving authority. It's a loan to Nigeria. But they sit down there in France and say, this is what should be done, this is how it should be done. And because we needed the money, we quickly went and signed it. So right now we are beginning to think, how do we get back this thing in order to share it amongst our own people to make sure that they implement projects that are meant for our own understanding. So you can see that you are at home, you are legally right for seeking collaboration together with us, and of course we will have no alternative than to give our consent to that. What may remain may be the nature of the implementation. And of course, in your own presentation, you have already specified what role you think we are going to play. We are reforming the Agricultural Research Council in such a way that we don't want to just rely on our staff. We are trying to reform the council in such a way that we should be able to be drawing staff from one place to the other, the universities, to come right here to the council on secondary and try to see what we can do in order to penetrate news and trends and take care of the desires of most of our collaborating partners. Quite frankly, I think you have come home, you have come to the right place, and I want to assure you on behalf of the council, the management, that we will receive, or we have received this your visit most kind-heartedly, and we are going to move to the next level. And what is the next level? We will try as much as possible in the quickest possible time to send our team to go and look at what you have. They will give an assessment, and based on that assessment, we are now going to compile a report and send it to the Honorable Minister for Agriculture and Food Security. This becomes important because for now, he is the council. Now, our law did not say write proposal to the minister and go and defend and go and give excuses. He says he should approve what we have done once the recommendation is coming from the council. And I'm telling you that I have no doubt in my mind that this is one person that has his mind wide open. The Minister of State specifically, if he sits down in his office, if he doesn't call the council in a day, he feels as if he is completely empty. and he wants something that has to do with research. You are talking to him, you finish your presentation, you don't mention research. During his briefing, you say, what about research? So if he knows that we are expanding our sphere of collaboration, I think it makes us even more relevant than sitting down in the office and operating as if we are something else. So who will do that? The ball is now automatically passed to the Directorate of Planning Research and Statistics for him to come up with a proposal for us on your trip. And I'm very good at giving time lapse. This cannot come after the end of this month. So you have 2 weeks to finish all your arrangements and make sure that you visit. Give us a response.
Some staff members of Ibrahim Badamasi University Agricultural Research Council of Nigeria has these to say.
I am the coordinating director of research and development. What I do mainly is coordination, as you see. I do my own research as a researcher, but we coordinate at my office for the management of IBU. And our major interest now we are doing is innovations. Because every research must come up with some innovations. And without innovation, we will just be doing around the same cycle. And in a routine, we start from this innovation, which eventually will become an invention or become inventions, and then we get it into products, and then patent, and what will make technological advancement, and finally or eventually the market and economic development and socio-economic development. So we have been doing this. Of course, I see some kind of mangoes. I don't know whether they are blue mangoes, but they look very giant, and there are some people call them GMO mangoes. I see a lot of research and advancement helping to develop agricultural products.
VC have said, and just like you rightly pointed out, that we are fast growing. The reason why we are fast growing is because of our research output, and that is why we are here. It may interest you to know that we were the first institution, the first research body in the whole of sub-Saharan Africa to do a seroprevalence study on COVID when COVID came out in the whole of sub-Saharan Africa. So we have researchers that are in tune with the kind of researches we should do. Presently, some of our researchers are working on a research that is related to this from Crop Trust in Germany on seed that will be taken to Svalbard storage in Germany. So we have conceptualized this research to be able to attain 6 SDGs. And we have 4 thematic areas for this research.
Thank you, my Vice Chancellor.
That's not going to lecture.
My coordinator director and the technical coordinator of our team. Thank you. Really, as my coordinator said, this particular research is of interest, special interest. That is why Vice Chancellor has very high speed on this particular research. Industrialization, development and industrialization of indigenous foods of Africa. And we have 4 thematic areas. Raw material diversification, because we have a lot of wild crop species, wild animal species, and insects, and so many biodiversity in Africa. Some are locally denigrated. For example, in Niger State, the prominent one is mani mani. I'm sure. Highly I'm from Badamasi State, so it's not going to be a national thing. Okay. And then in Maiduguri, we have this locust, a very delicacy in Maiduguri. And then snails. Normally, when we are growing up in the north, we abhor snails, highly proteinaceous. And then so many insects like the shinge that we are eating, we all use it. So we need to industrialize these things. That is the crux of the whole research. By the time we diversify our raw material base, then we are short food security. When rice is not forthcoming, then there are other wild species that we can cultivate. I'm sure we all know about wild yam, growing wild. We can domesticate this. Just see what is happening. That is one aspect of the research. And another aspect of the research is the safety issue. Because whenever you are talking about diversifying raw material, definitely safety issues will come. Toxicity and things like that. And that's why our biochemists come in and our chemists come in. We do safety studies, toxicity studies, and then extraction and purification of active ingredients. That's another thing. The third thing is process optimization and standardization of the processes itself. Our people, normally the products we take come from high technology. Our Bonvita, our Milo, everything comes from high technology. What will happen to our local processors? We need appropriate technology that can fit into our local markets. This is a theme for research embedded in this proposal we give you. And then another thing, that's the fourth one, is the marketing aspect. We need feasibility studies. We need to see how feasible it is, how to industrialize, how to patent, and how to make it international.
To actually thank the Vice Chancellor, Ibrahim Badamasi Babangida University and his team for coming to Agricultural Research Council. The years and my humble self, we have been in the university system for the past 30 years. Like you made mention, I came here on secondment to assist in the development of research. I'm currently the director of extension and socio-economic, where I double as chairman, partnership and linkages. The need to collaborate with Agricultural Research Council does not need any emphasis. Because I know the Vice Chancellor, when you appoint a lecturer, in the offer of appointment will say your primary assignment, teaching, research, and community service. And if you go by our core mandate here, research is mentioned, training is mentioned, and extension is also mentioned. So I think we are very much intertwined and interwoven. So we thank you for coming, and we hope to be there to see for ourselves the development, the successes recorded so far at the University of Ibrahim and Badamasi, Babangida University. Thank you for coming.
The Ibrahim Badamasi Babangida University was established by the Niger State University Law of 2015. The university has a national reach and a global vision. On that note, we come to the end of the special report of the Ibrahim Badamasi Babangida University courtesy visit to the Agricultural Research Council of Nigeria. My name is Joshua Ishaya, thanking you for being a part of the program. Have a wonderful day ahead.